Hi, in this video, I'm going to go over the most boring roles within cybersecurity that pay over $100,000. I worked in the cybersecurity field for about 12 years now and currently work within governance, risk, and compliance as an information system security manager. And let me tell you, there are tons and tons of boring jobs that pay a lot of money that are even remote. So I'm going to go over a few of those. If you're interested in a super boring role that pays a lot of money, I do have a course below that walks you through step by step on how to launch your governance, risk, and compliance career in cybersecurity. So make sure to check that out. Now, the first really boring role is a security admin specialist. Now, a security admin specialist is usually the help desk of the cybersecurity department, and they usually do most of the paperwork. And you're going to be doing a lot of mostly making sure that the paperwork aligns with the proper account accesses needed. So if they want, say, an access to a specific folder or file, oftentimes you have to do paperwork and then you have to go through the department supervisor to make sure that they have the proper privilege to have access to that. And if this doesn't happen, then oftentimes you don't have, it's not traceable. This role is incredibly repetitive and oftentimes comes in the form of tickets and paperwork documentation and making sure everything is in the right folder and everyone has the proper permissions. The second extremely boring role that's often found at really large bureaucracies, such as the government, banks, or healthcare organizations, is an information security officer. In this, I would liken to, say, like a GRC analyst, a lot of people call it. It really depends on the company, but in really large bureaucratic organizations, they're called an information security officer. And this is the person that's tracking to make sure that everything is in regulation with the regulations that apply to that company. So if you work for the government, you're going to need to make sure that your system is in regulation with the government. Now, if you work in healthcare, you're going to need to make sure that it's in. If you are working with like a banking, then you're going to need to make sure that it's in line with SOX. This is tons and tons of paperwork, super boring, a lot of compliance, and then just making sure that people are following the rules, and then you have to enforce that. The next cybersecurity rule on this list that is really boring and could pay over $100,000 is a policy analyst. And these are the people who actually write the policies for the organization. Things such as the password policy, acceptable use policy, disaster recovery plan, incident response plan, and really making sure that the policies are in regulation with what the regulations are saying that they need to be. So HIPAA standards have an entire section on how their policies should be written and what should be included in them. And this can be automated by AI, but you're still going to need a person to make sure that it's in regulation and to also talk to these regulators or the auditors when they come by. So it's not a completely automatable job because you still need a person to do it. And I don't think it's just going to disappear. So yeah, every training program will go through them and we'll go on some type of policy and all of that. The next role is the identity access management. Next really boring cybersecurity role is the Identity and Access Management Program. Here, what you're going to do is you're going to be sending accounts, running access reviews, and here is an identity access management is by far the most in-demand cybersecurity position that doesn't have to deal with directly with AI right now. And that's because identity access management is the new perimeter. And if you mess up identity access management, you can have tons and tons of breaches and lose millions, if not billions of dollars. Really making sure identity access management is correct is really important, and this pays a ton of money. Even after 2 to 3 years of this, you can be making $150,000, $200,000. And it's really boring and extremely repetitive. If you get this wrong, you could cost them millions and millions of dollars. Super boring, but high stake. I'm in governance, risk, and compliance, and I don't want to say that identity access management would be better, but it does have a lot of upward growth. It's just, for me personally, just too high of stakes if I made a mistake of what would happen. If you really like details, this and you don't really specifically like talking to people that much, this role I would actually consider it. The next really super boring role would be a vulnerability management analyst. And these people usually work with scanning systems and making sure that all of the systems are up to date. If they're not up to date, then you have to talk to the IT team to make sure that the IT team actually is doing the work to get them up to date. This is really boring. You're just going to probably be using a thing like ACAS, running scans, making sure that the IT team is doing their work, sending people emails and following up and lots of spreadsheets. Yeah, so not really technical. I would actually lump this in governance, risk, and compliance, just because you're dealing with the compliance of systems. If you don't mind the team and like I see them as divas of the tech world, then it can be really boring and not really that stressful. Because you're not really responsible for the IT team actually doing the work. You can just be like, hey, I told them and they just didn't do it. And then move on with your life. The next really boring cybersecurity role is a cybersecurity risk analyst, and this is the bread and butter of governance, risk, and compliance. So, without doing a risk assessment and making a risk register and knowing your threats and then types of threat scenarios that could happen, creating a GRC cybersecurity program would be incredibly difficult to do. So, this is a really important role and oftentimes gets kind of like skated over. Oftentimes, it's not really taken that seriously, but oftentimes they a lot like higher up management don't really heed the warnings of the risk analyst and just ignore them based on money, really. And so issues can occur that way, but not really a stressful job at all. I think maybe a risk analyst might be the least stressful role within all of cybersecurity, simply because it's research heavy and you're not dealing with tons of people, just maybe higher up types of people. Yeah, so it can be boring. As long as you don't care that much to see if your work actually gets implemented, I think it can be not that stressful. Yeah, so those are my most boring roles within cybersecurity. There's more cybersecurity boring roles. I just am not going how if you'd like to hear more about them, leave a message below. If you're interested in getting within the governance, risk, and compliance aspect of cybersecurity, which is really boring, I do have a GRC career launch guide that will walk you through step by step on exactly what you need to do, which you can find below in the description. So make sure to check that out, totally free, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.